judge is Mike Fibus. He's the first, listen to this, the first ever two-time winner of the Ranch Hand of the Month Award from Roy Rogers Family Restaurants in Rockville, Maryland. Currently, he's the president and principal analyst at Fibus Tech and a tech columnist for USA Today, and that's really all you need to know about him.
Oops. There, that's good. Thanks, David. The building blocks actually are a good segue to this next one. This should come as no surprise to anybody that digital is everywhere, especially here, right? And with digital everywhere, you're going to need a whole lot of programmers. So it stands to reason that you're going to want to start introducing programming, coding into schools. And really, that's what's happening now. I mean, you might say that coding will be the language of the 21st century. I guess either that or Russian. Or Russian code. But so this next product, what it does, even before reading, it teaches the kids the basics of coding visually. Visual Basic. And that's not what it's called, actually. It's called Kubo. So please, come on up.
Hello, everybody. You are looking good. My name is Tommy. This is my co-founder, Daniel. And we will present the Kubo robot. But before we give you a demo, we just want to show a video where you can see how we've been working with children. So it's estimated that by 2034, 47% of all the jobs we know today, they will no longer exist. They will be automated by artificial intelligence and robotics. For children to succeed in a technology-driven world, they need to learn 21st competences like basic coding skills. Kubo teaches skills like communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. We have taken the complexity of text-based programming and simplified it into a programming language that is like puzzles. We call it tactile programming. As we say at Kubo Robot, if you can do a kid's puzzle game, you can learn to code with Kubo. Thank you. And Daniel, are you ready to give a demo?
I sure am. So this is Kubo. It has a body and a head. You put it on and it's turned on. The first thing that children will often do is to put these tactiles together like this. And then they can simply put the robot directly on the tactiles and see what happens. Then they can go on to do more complex stuff like making a function where the robot actually memorizes what it's supposed to do. So here we have a function, and when we put the robot on top of it, it's going to read it step by step. After that, you can go on and actually execute this function using the play tile. So that's what we see here. So let's say that we want to repeat this function multiple times. Then we can make another function where we have a loop inside. So here we have the blue function with a parameter, which is 3. And we can put in the play tile from the red function inside the blue function. So that's what's going to happen now. All right. So it runs over the code again. Let's see if we can. Yeah. Good.
So that's actually a nested loop that children can learn from the age of 3. That's pretty amazing, we think.
Yeah, so this is only a part of what you can actually do with the coding package, but we wanted to show you some of this because it is extremely cool and often hard to learn.
It's not just important that they have skills with technology, but a strong language is the foundation for a good time in school. So we also extended a language package. Can you give a demo, Daniel?
You know what, Tommy, I can try, but you know, I'm not that good at spelling, especially when it comes to English, because we're from Denmark, so...
Maybe Kubo will help you along the way.
I hope. This is an apple, so I have to spell that. So I'll put an A, and a P, and another P, an E, like this, and L.
That's Apple.
So that's Apple.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Try.
So then all you have to do is put the robot on the apple,
Yeah.
and it will run over it, and it will tell you whether or not you have.
When it's
done
green,
this
it's correct.
Yeah, it seems. What the?
Oh, you made a mistake. I
Apparently
don't
I
know,
did.
David, if you can help us to correct it, to put
If
the
he's here.
tiles
No,
in the
he's
right
like,
order.
Yes. I've always wanted to learn to program.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I think what you wanted to do is this.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can try. So let's put it on this one here.
So you
All
don't have
right.
to
Yeah.
start over from the beginning, huh?
Not at all. And apparently that was correct. So give a big hand to David.
Thank you.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
So
That's how Kubo works.
the crazy thing is, I understood that entire demo.
Yeah,
Now I know what a
definitely.
function is and a subroutine and all that stuff. So how many different tactiles are there? How far can we go with this?
We actually have a music package also where you can compose songs. So instead of having
You should hook up with these guys.
yeah,
Definitely.
we thought about that.
It would be interesting.
And you can also control the light, the speed, the sound, and you can add new brains later on where we have a sonar sensor. So then you can interact with the room around the robot.
Is there sound?
Yeah, there's a sound inside right now, but as Tommy said, this is a modular system, so you can put it on new heads with new sensors, new processors, new kinds of sounds, and so on. So we are also going to sell new additional packages, for example, for coding, so you can do more stuff like conditional stuff, events, and so on. So yeah, so you can definitely grow with this product.
So at its most elaborate, let's say I get really good and I'm almost about to outgrow it,
Yeah.
how fancy could my program be?
Yeah, well, one thing we are looking into that is not something that is, it will probably come later, is an app that you can actually use to program it using drag and drop coding, like you know it from Blockly and so on, Scratch. And then you can actually just transfer the code from your phone or your iPad directly onto one of these tiles that uses RFID. So in that way, you can actually code your own tiles, and in that way, code the robot.
I see. And is this available to buy, or is this also in the early stages?
It's going on Indiegogo next week, actually,
Gotcha.
the 11th. And we expect to deliver in early summer.
Well, if you can teach a music major to program in 4 minutes, you've done your job well.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks a lot. Excellent job, guys.
Thanks.